Thursday, September 25th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. A couple of web cameras across the region. On the right, the Beach Mountain Parkway cam from resortcams.com, socked in with some cloud cover and some fog there in the mountains. The Avalon Pier web camera looking a little bit better than it did at this point yesterday. It was raining very heavily at this point in the morning yesterday. 54 at Beach Mountain, 71 at Kill Devil Hills. Mountain temperatures largely in the 50s this morning, so all of us a little bit milder than where we were the past couple of mornings. Certainly still a very damp morning unfolding, and temperatures were really held in check once again yesterday. One of those days where Asheville, a good bit warmer than any Piedmont spot yesterday. 64 the high in Charlotte, and Raleigh 62, and Greensboro 65 rather, even way down in Columbia. 5 a.m. hour temperatures this morning in the 60s in many spots. You hit some 70s closer to the coast. It's in the 50s up there at Boone. Wind still out of the north and northeast, and this wedge still in place. A lot of moisture trapped in this wedge here, a lot of low-level cloud cover remaining in place, and the trick today in terms of the forecast will be figuring out how quickly, if at all, the wedge erodes in your location. More on that in just a second. The main low pressure area pulling away to the north. The massive rain that affected parts of the Carolinas yesterday and the day before, that's now up in the mid-Atlantic. Still a few showers up and down the Carolina coast this morning near that trough, but for the Piedmont and the foothill zones, the measurable rain with this system has largely come to an end. A couple of showers down there, so that's not completely true, but most of the measurable rain is over. But some lingering, very light rain and drizzle, at least this morning, in many spots. There are your 24-hour rain totals, big numbers there across the coast, and then into pockets near and to the north and northeast of Raleigh. Around the Triad viewing area, the highest numbers there were parts of southeastern Randolph County, over 1 inch there. A number of other spots, a tenth to a half of an inch or so. And then you head down toward the Charlotte metro area, and you got a little bullseye there near the Mecklenburg and Union County line. In that corridor there, you had rain totals up to around 0.8 of an inch or so. A little bullseye just east of Charlotte of a half of an inch rather, and altogether, it was, if you had measurable rain yesterday, it was generally in the Charlotte area on the order of a half inch or less in most spots. Now, in terms of the radar at the moment, this is what it looks like as I'm cutting this video during the 5 o'clock hour. Again, there's the big massive rain with our departing low pressure off to the north of us, and again, as mentioned, some showers lingering along the coast. A couple showers there through Union and, I should say, some through Anson and Richmond counties, rather. And a couple of those could drift further to the north through the Piedmont zones this morning, but by and large, most of the measurable rain is finished with that system. A lot of clouds lingering around, and that's going to be the challenge to today's forecast. Wedge still in place, not a whole lot of forcing to erode that wedge. So let me show you what it looks like on the latest high-resolution modeling. You can see at lunchtime or soon thereafter, the clouds still pretty prevalent once you get east of the mountains. But then maybe late in the afternoon, a little bit of a decrease in those clouds, especially the further southwest you go. But it's going to be, I think, clouds more often than not for a good chunk of the day today, and that will play a direct role in our high temperatures. I'm going to go back to that map very quickly. Upper 60s to lower 70s in most spots, depending on the speed with which we see that wedge erode. Now, tomorrow, I think all of us have more sunshine and warmer temperatures in response to more sun. They're up into the 70s, even 80 in Columbia tomorrow. And then as we get on into your Saturday, I think the weekend still looks very nice overall. Good intervals of sunshine. There's your Saturday numbers across the region looking pretty good. Overall, not too bad at all. I think Sunday still looks just fine. However, as we get into Monday and Tuesday of next week, there comes that next area of low pressure rolling our way. And right now it's looking like, especially Monday night into Tuesday, could be some fairly steady rain during that period in time. Tropics still pretty quiet. No areas of concern through the Gulf or the Caribbean Sea. Now we do have this tropical wave out there in the Atlantic Ocean. Has a slim chance of development, but really the overall environment not terribly favorable for tropical development. But we will keep a watch on it. All right, that's it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful Thursday, and God bless.